What if Cardi B's biggest headline yet wasn't just about music or money, but about motherhood colliding head-on with fame? When she revealed she was pregnant again, her fourth child, but her first with NFL star Stefon Diggs, the internet practically froze. The timing shocked fans everywhere, right before the release of her new album, Am I the Drama? And just months before she's supposed to launch her long-awaited tour. Suddenly, what should have been a joyful announcement became the spark for one of the messiest back and forths of the year. It didn't take long for critics to weigh in, but one voice cut through louder than the rest. Crissle, a podcaster known for stirring controversy, unleashed a brutal rant that sent shockwaves across social media. She mocked Cardi for choosing this moment to expand her family, claimed it was career sabotage, and even questioned her skills as a mother. But it didn't stop there. The words that truly crossed the line came when she sneered about surgery complications, tossing out a comment that many listeners found downright cruel. In an instant, what might have been another internet hot take transformed into a full-blown scandal. Everyone wondered if Cardi would fire back with her trademark fire, but instead of spiraling into chaos, she answered in a way that caught people off guard. Calm but fierce, she defended her right to choose her own path, her right to motherhood, and most of all, her children. She reminded the world that while critics can have their opinions about her career moves, no one gets to question her as a mother. For once, the usually explosive Cardi B gave a masterclass in self-control, drawing a clear line that couldn't be ignored. Still, her words didn't silence the storm, because in the middle of all this noise, another layer of drama was bubbling. Rumors began to spread about Stefon Diggs himself. A woman came forward with claims about paternity, dragging his name into the spotlight and throwing gasoline on an already roaring fire. Fans flocked to Instagram Live as Cardi addressed it directly, switching between rage and raw emotion. She made it clear she wasn't backing down, but the damage was done. Whispers turned into headlines, and suddenly the conversation wasn't just about timing or tours, but about trust, loyalty, and what really goes on behind celebrity relationships. Public opinion split wide open. On one side were the critics, wagging fingers and calling this the worst possible time to have another baby. They questioned her work ethic, her commitment, even her judgment. On the other side, a wave of supporters pushed back hard, pointing out the hypocrisy of a world where women are endlessly judged for their reproductive choices, while men face no such scrutiny. To her fans, Cardi's decision wasn't reckless. It was a reminder that she has the agency to define her own story, no matter how uncomfortable that makes people. Behind the chaos, though, lurks a bigger machine. In Hollywood and the music industry, personal lives are never entirely personal. Every announcement, every clapback, every viral clip feeds into a larger battle for control. Of image, of narrative, of power. Cardi's responses weren't just off the cuff. They were carefully crafted statements in a war of perception. Crissle got attention by dragging her down, while Cardi's team doubled down on building her up. And fans. They're left to decode the hidden messages in every post, every lyric, every headline, wondering what's real and what's strategy. So, what does all of this really mean for Cardi B? On the surface, it's a pregnancy, an album, and a tour colliding at the same time. But beneath it lies a deeper story about agency, motherhood, and how women in the spotlight are forced to fight for the right to simply live their lives on their own terms. For Cardi, this chapter could either become a career-defining stumble or her boldest power move yet. She insists she's ready. Ready to raise another child, ready to deliver a tour that lives up to the hype, and ready to silence anyone who doubts her. The question now is whether the world will let her write her own ending, or whether the noise around her will drown out the music she's working so hard to bring. Maybe the truth isn't whether she made the right decision, but whether the rest of us can finally stop pretending we get to decide for her. So what do you think? Is this the start of Cardi's strongest era yet? Or is the drama about to swallow everything she's built? Drop your thoughts below because this story is only just beginning.